Good morning. My name is Brian Selke. I'm a field operations supervisor at Blount EMS, as well as an adjunct EMS instructor for the Brims region and Gadsden State Community College. Today we're going to be discussing the EZ-IO drill and how to battery function test that drill. Why do we want to discuss, or why do we need to discuss how to function and test the drill? Because it's important to understand how your equipment works. We need to know how to actually test the drill. We need to know what indicates when the drill is going bad and when you need to make other plans, and then what to do once the battery test light changes color. Now, before we actually get into that, we're just very briefly discuss the drill. This is not an EZ-IO training class. This is a battery function test class only, but you need to know what your drill is. So you have the body of the drill, which is the main compartment or the case of the drill. You have the magnetic shaft on the front, which allows to place the needle and hold the needle in place. You have the trigger, which is what initiates the drill. You have internally sealed lithium batteries. You can't get to them. You can't recharge them. And then on the back of the drill, you have the battery indication light. As well as the drill itself, you usually have 3 different types of needles. You have, this is the yellow needle. You have the yellow needle, which is used for larger patients or morbidly obese patients if you're trying to do a tibial insertion, or if you're going to use to the femoral head. You have a blue, which is your normal size one, and then you have, say, the pink one, which is what you use for pediatrics. Pediatrics was what the original purpose of the EZ-IO was, because it's sometimes hard to get access for peds. All right, when you're functioning testing your drill, we need to function test it. Part of the function test is to know how to look at the light. Most of us, when we hold the drill, we hold it like we're holding a regular drill or holding a firearm, say a pistol. So we're covering up that light. So to function test the light, you need to make sure the light is not covered up. If you initiate the trigger, the light will indicate green. If the light is green, your battery is good. Remember, there are sealed batteries in here. Can't recharge them, can't replace them. So we need to be checking that light. Once the battery goes to red, you have about 20% of the battery life remaining. I talked to the EZ-IO people, matter of fact, this year at the EMS World Expo, and they indicated to me that the EZ-IO is good, and that's what I've been taught, and that's what I teach, is good for about 300 insertions, so actual drilling of the patients. And a lot of us test the drill and stuff. A lot of people test the drill just rev, and it's not indicating the light. So if you're watching the light and you have a new drill, you've got about 300 insertions for the life of that drill. Once the light changes from green to red, when it first changes, you have about 20% battery life remaining on that drill. So about 60 insertions. So what we do, our drills are checked. We do a end of the month, end of the beginning of the month check off of each of our trucks. They're daily checked off, but we do a complete check off at the end of the month for the new month. That's when we're testing our kits and resealing the kits. So we're watching those batteries. Once the battery changes from green to red, we're moving those from a mainline truck to a backup truck or into training. All right. So what we need to be doing is coming up with a procedure to at least monthly check the drills, determine if the drill has a green battery indicator light or the light is turned red. Because again, you want to check that or catch that when it first turns to red, because that's when you have about, like I said, 20% battery life remaining. We have a policy at our department that we advise a supervisor. I am a supervisor, but we advise a supervisor when the light changes to red. It's documented on our checkoffs that it's changed to red, and that's when the determination is going to be made either by the supervisor or the operations manager that light will be taken, or that drill will be taken off a mainline truck, placed in a backup truck, or moved to training. So again, check your drills. You have the light on the back. Understand how to check your drill. Understand what the meaning of it is when it changes from green to red. When it first turns red, you got about 20% life left. Even if that drill dies, you can complete an insertion, all right, but don't start one with a weak battery. All right, if it dies or power's down in the middle of it, that's when you need to make some changes. I thank you for your time, and good luck with your EMS adventures.